The current line of products is handbags for women. The idea is to, build a brand not just for India but for the world, but with very subtle Indian aesthetics. To be honest, right, when we started, we didn't think of retention in our initial days because it was still like a experiment. We didn't know if it would work or not. So initially it was just around acquiring users and trying to get their feedback. Only later, after a certain revenue, is when we realized that it was getting a little expensive to acquire new folks. And that is when we realized that it's always been there, but it's something that we never focused on. And that's when I made it a point that we have to start focusing on retention proactively. Only recently we started believing in it, but now I believe very strongly that having a good retention program saves a lot of cost. Earlier, things were sort of spread out, which is one of the reasons why we were not really focusing on it. So email was on one app, SMS on something else. Web Engage really made a difference. I mean, everything was under one. So it helped us, think holistically through all the channels. So it was not a broken messaging. The messaging would be consistent throughout, across all touch points. So that way, I feel Web Engage really helped us in terms of getting the messaging right. Things are very organized, so it saved us man hours as well. One of the aim was to increase repeats. We have been able to do that. So an increase in LTV and an increase in the total repeat. So that obviously impacts our bottom line because repeats are easier and it costs less to drive a repeat purchase than a new acquisition.
Web Engage. Retention simplified.